Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. I so appreciate it. It's Isabel Harris. So, today's message for me is quite different. I have to be honest, I shy away from this subject as much as I can because the way I teach it and the way I see it and the biblical version of it is not popular. And the topic that I'm talking about today is love. So, love is not one of my favorite topics to talk about because I know I can see it all around me. You'd have to be blind not to see it. That the world's version of love, which is anything goes and anything anybody wants to do, and everybody's living their own truth and all this junk, is their version of love. And a lot of that has crept into the church world. And so the love messages that are coming out of a lot of pulpits and a lot of YouTube videos, and it's not the biblical form of love at all. It's so far away from what the Word has to say about love. You know, when I was getting this download, it just hit me. What is the primary reason that people get, we say, trapped? Not that anybody's ever really trapped in sin because we have free will and we can get out anytime we want. But let's just say, for lack of a better term, someone is trapped in sin in their life and they're just struggling with the same things over and over. Why is that? Well, it's because they love themselves, they love what they're doing more than they love the Lord. That's just all there is to it, friends. When you love the Lord more, when He's your first love, when He's your first priority, then you don't want to do things that are contrary to the word. You don't want to do things that you know will hurt his heart or cause distance between you and him. So, anyone that you might see that's struggling in a lifestyle of sin, well, the best encouragement for them is let's get you reintroduced back to Jesus. Let's return you to your first love, like it says in Revelations chapter 2, and let's go back and start over because you've obviously walked away from your first love and you've become your first love. So, what is real love? Real love, simply, the God kind of love, is a choice. Now, you might have feelings because, see, the world has reduced love down to feelings. It's the warm, fuzzy feelings. And there's going to be some feelings go along with love sometimes. I mean, hugs and kind words and all that can be a part of it. But the biblical love is so much more than that. But really, it's a choice. It's a decision, a quality decision to love someone, regardless of really how they're acting or what they're doing. You just love them. You just do. And you wish the best for them, and you hope that they will have an encounter with the Lord and begin to live with Him according to the dictates of the Word. So you can love them even though they're really not being lovable. In fact, isn't it in the Gospels where it says, if you love people that deserve it or that love you back, I mean, what have you really done? Not much. So, love, friends, is a decision. And if you're living a life where you're not, Jesus isn't first, you're living life the way you want to live it, doing the things you want to do, or maybe not doing some of the things that the Lord has laid on your heart to do, well, you're an idol in your own life. You love yourself more than you love the Lord. So, one of my favorite verses about when we love the Lord, we'll act like we love the Lord, and there will be fruit that we love the Lord, is in John chapter 14, and it's verse 21. And I'm going to look down here and read this. He who has my commandments and keeps them, remember that word, keeps them, does them, it is he who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him. So, right there, friends, it's saying, if you love the Lord, you will keep his commandments. There will be fruit. You will walk according to the dictates of the word the best that you can. Because if he is on the inside of you and you and he are one and he is first place in your life, then you're going to naturally do things that are pleasing. You're going to naturally do things that He would do because He is first. Okay? So if He's not first, you're going to live life recklessly or just kind of casually. You're going to make your own decisions. You know, a lot of people want to say, well, I have my own thing with God. Well, we all have a unique DNA. That is true. God has a unique calling and destiny on each one of us. That is true. But if your unique thing you've got with God allows you to do anything you want, that's coming straight from the pit of hell, friend. That ain't your unique thing with God. That's the devil fooling you and then laughing at you. So I just don't want it to be too late before you figure that out. If you love the Lord, it says right there, you will keep His commandments. It also says over in 1 John that His commandments aren't burdensome. If you love the Lord and you keep His commandments aren't a burden. They're a joy. So this video is about true love, decision, loving Jesus first, walking according to the dictates of this word, and living life the way He asks you to live it, not the way maybe you want to live it. So return to your first love. If you're trapped in sin, there is really no such thing. You're making a conscious choice to do those things. And you're making a conscious choice to do those things because you don't love Jesus more than you love yourself. You love yourself more. You want to do what you want to do when you want to do it. But you don't love Jesus with a whole heart. So I love you guys the real kind of way. I bless you. I pray that this sinks down deep. Go read the whole book of John. It's got a lot of really good stuff in there about loving the Lord. You know, John, who wrote the book of John, was one of the only people that went all the way to the cross with Jesus. So not only did he say these things, he actually did these things. Guys, I love you. I really appreciate you watching. I bless you with it. And I just want to see you living that full, productive, wonderful life that only He can bring you. So be blessed. I'll see you next week. Please like this video. Put a comment in the comments if you agree, if you don't agree, some of your thoughts, and share the videos with anyone that you think would be blessed by them or might need to hear this message. See you next week.